floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Rockets, Ryan Anderson out there with Gordon. Then there's Beasley. Then it's Harden. And it's Ariza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Houston on D, down by 15. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Beasley. Left block shot on the way, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Portis. Mirotic comes in for Josh Gibson. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston ball. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And if carrying the team during the regular season or Harden down, Greg, you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not part, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
Here's Wade. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 16 points for Dwayne Wade.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Rondo passes to Lopez. Wade kicks to Lopez. That's good.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Here's Rondo to the inside. Tries it from 9. And the jumper is on the mark. Lopez has got 6.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
And Butler, here we go. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Butler. In transition, here come the Bulls. No good. Excellent D there from Beasley. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Gordon against Butler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. Buckets, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dinwiddie kicks to Butler. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, finally transferred to a major college, and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
The three from Anderson.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And stolen by Butler. From deep. That's good. That's now 8 points for buckets.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Oh, that was a great angle. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Mirotic out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Wade in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Here's Mirotic. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Shot's good by Butler.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And it's Gordon missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the shot is good. 20 points for Dwayne Wade.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. And it's Rondo penetrating. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And the rejection by Harden. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Beverly, and the basket good. Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. McDermott dishes to Lopez, and he banks in the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
No 3-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Rondo passes to McDermott. The Rockets pull it in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Great open look there.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Butler goes in. The rebound by Anderson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Harden, no good. The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Shots good from Butler.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Here's Anderson. Rebounded by McDermott.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Feeds to Rondo. Back to Wade. To the left wing. Rondo drives in. The kick outside to Butler. They get it back. Lopez. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
That's good. Lopez has got 10 points here in the second half. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bulls?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Rockets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Harden. And that's 11 points for Eric Gordon.
Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costed them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lots of room. Again, the miss by Gordon. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rondo drives in. T-Wade on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Jimmy Butler. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Gordon goes in, and here's Anderson for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. McDermott with it. He's picked up by Ariza. McDermott kicks to Rondo. Pass to Lopez. And he gets it to go.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
The kick out to Anderson. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Rondo. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Fair.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Robin Lopez. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.